Yo, what's up, everybody? Are you ready for this? We are about to embark on a wild ride, a Colombian adventure, if you will. Forget everything you think you know about Colombia, because I'm about to blow your mind with the top 10 offbeat places that'll make you want to book a ticket right this second. We're talking hidden gems, secret spots, and straight up jaw-dropping destinations that are going to make you the envy of all your friends on Instagram. From the vibrant streets of Medellin to the sun-kissed beaches of Cartagena, get ready to dive into a world of color, culture, and some seriously good vibes. This is not your average travel guide, people. This is about getting off the beaten path, embracing the unexpected, and discovering the real Colombia, the one that doesn't make it into the guidebooks. So, buckle up, grab your backpack, and get ready for an epic adventure, because we're about to drop some serious travel knowledge on you. Let's do this. First up, we're hitting the ground running in Medellin, a city that's undergone a transformation more impressive than any magic trick you've ever seen. Once considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world, Medellin has shed its skin and emerged as a vibrant hub of art, innovation, and straight-up coolness. The city's got this infectious energy, a pulse that beats to the rhythm of salsa music and entrepreneurial spirit. Gone are the days of fearing for your safety. Medellin now welcomes you with open arms and a warm Paisa embrace. Medellin needs to be at the top of your Colombian hit list. Now let's talk about the weather, because let's be real, nobody wants to travel to a place where it's either too hot or too cold, right? Well, Medellin's got you covered. Nicknamed the City of Eternal Spring, it boasts some of the most pleasant weather you'll ever experience. Think warm, sunny days that are perfect for exploring the city's bustling streets and cool, breezy nights that are ideal for sipping on aguardiente and soaking up the electric atmosphere. And speaking of exploring, Medellin's got a public transportation system that's so innovative, it'll make you question why other cities haven't caught on yet. I'm talking about the Metro Cable, a system of gondolas that effortlessly glides over the city's hillside neighborhoods, offering breathtaking views and a unique perspective on this urban jungle. It's not just a mode of transportation, it's an experience in itself. And while you're up there, take a moment to appreciate the resilience of the people who call these neighborhoods home. Medellin is a city that's built on hope, and that spirit is palpable in every corner, every street, every smile you encounter. But hold up, we're just getting started. Medellin is home to one of the most vibrant festivals, La Feria de las Flores, or the Flower Festival. Imagine a city exploding with flowers, parades of intricate floats, and the air thick with the sweet scent of orchids and roses. It's a sight that'll leave you speechless. The siliteros are the backbone of the festival. These farmers carry massive, elaborate flower arrangements on their backs. The Flower Festival is more than just a celebration of flowers. It's a celebration of Medellin's spirit and resilience. Medellin, a city that's not just bouncing back, it's soaring to new heights. Alright, amigos, pack your bags because we're heading to the coast, to a city that oozes charm, history, and Caribbean swagger, Cartagena, where cobblestone streets whisper tales of conquistadors and pirates, and the air is thick with the scent of salt, sea, and something sweet. Wander through the labyrinthine streets of the Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and be transported back centuries. The vibrant colonial architecture will have you snapping photos left and right. But don't let the old world charm fool you. Cartagena knows how to have a good time. As the sun sets, the city comes alive with salsa, reggaeton, and champeta, music that makes it impossible to stand still. Whether you're sipping on a cocktail in a rooftop bar or dancing the night away in a plaza, Cartagena will have you under its spell. Now let's talk about the beaches, because no trip to the Caribbean is complete without some serious beach time. Cartagena has beaches for every type of traveler, from the lively shores of Boca Grande, where you can soak up the sun and people watch to your heart's content, to the more secluded beaches of Tierra Bomba, where you can escape the crowds and unwind in tranquility. And if you're feeling adventurous, hop on a boat and head to the Rosario Islands, an archipelago just off the coast of Cartagena. These islands are home to some of the most pristine beaches in the Caribbean, with crystal clear turquoise waters that are perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and diving. Trust me, diving into these waters is like entering another world. Colorful coral reefs teem with marine life, from playful fish to graceful sea turtles. It's an underwater paradise that will leave you breathless. Speaking of history, let's talk about the walls that encircle Cartagena's old town. These massive stone walls, built by the Spanish to protect the city from pirates and invaders, are more than just a historical landmark. They're a symbol of Cartagena's resilience. For centuries, these walls have stood strong, weathering storms, attacks, and the test of time. As you walk along the ramparts, imagine the battles that were fought, the lives that were lost, and the spirit of defiance that kept Cartagena standing. Today, these walls offer breathtaking views of the city, the sea, and the setting sun. They're a place to reflect on the past, appreciate the present, and dream of the future. And as you stand there, looking out at the horizon, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the enduring spirit of this remarkable city. Alright guys, Bogota. This city, man, it's had a wild ride. You hear Bogota 20 years ago, you think Pablo Escobar, cartels, danger. Not anymore, man. This place has flipped the script. Today, it's all about art, culture, amazing food, and this energy that just pulls you in. I'm talking world-class museums, street art that'll blow your mind, and nightlife that just doesn't quit. And the people? So welcoming, so full of life. You can feel this creative energy buzzing everywhere you go. Bogota is proof that things change, cities evolve, and sometimes the places with the toughest pasts come back stronger than ever. This is a city that will surprise you, challenge you, and leave you wanting more. Trust me, Bogota, it's a whole vibe. First up, you got to hit the Gold Museum. I'm talking thousands of years of history. Gold artifacts from pre-Columbian cultures. It's like Indiana Jones, but in real life. You'll be blown away by the craftsmanship, the history, the sheer amount of gold. Then, take a ride up Monserrate, this mountain that overlooks the entire city. You can hike up, but let's be real, the funicular is the way to go. Trust me, the view from the top is insane. You see the whole city sprawling out before you, the Andes in the distance. Down in the city, get lost in La Candelaria, the historic center. Cobblestone streets, colonial architecture, it's like stepping back in time. And the street food? Don't even get me started on the street food. Empanadas, arepas, fresh juice. It's a flavor explosion. Bogota is a city of contrasts, where ancient history meets modern life, where tradition blends with innovation. It's a place that will keep you guessing, keep you exploring, and leave you wanting more. Now, let's talk about the art scene in Bogota. This city breathes art. Every wall is a canvas, every corner a potential gallery. You'll find murals that tell stories, sculptures that make you think, and graffiti that's just pure visual poetry. One thing that really struck me was the political nature of a lot of the art here. It's not just pretty pictures, it's about social justice, about inequality, about the real struggles of the people. It's powerful stuff, and it's not just street art. although that's definitely a highlight. Bogota has incredible museums, like the Botero Museum, with its iconic, voluptuous figures. You've got to see these paintings in person. They're just so full of life and humor. Whether you're wandering through the streets or exploring the galleries, Bogota's art scene will inspire you, challenge you, and stay with you long after you leave. Alright guys, Cali, get ready to move those hips because this city is all about salsa. I'm talking about the kind of energy that grabs you and doesn't let go. Forget your fancy dance studios. Here it's all about raw passion, about feeling the music in your soul. You'll find salsa everywhere, from the clubs to the parks to the back alleys. And the best part is, you don't need to be a pro to join in. Just grab a partner, or don't, and let the music take over. Trust me, even if you have two left feet, the energy here is contagious. Cali is a city that lives and breathes salsa. It's more than just a dance, it's a way of life. So put on your dancing shoes, grab a drink, and get ready to experience the rhythm of Cali. Now, Cali isn't just about salsa. This city is bursting with life, culture, and some seriously delicious food. First up, you gotta try the cholado. It's this crazy mix of shaved ice, fruit, condensed milk, all piled high in a cup. Then there's the pan de bono, this cheesy bread that's like a warm hug in your mouth. And of course, the coffee. Colombia is famous for its coffee, and Cali is no exception. But the real magic of Cali is in its people. They're warm, they're welcoming, and they know how to have a good time. Spend a day exploring the city's vibrant neighborhoods, soak up the sun along the Cali River, and just let yourself get swept up in the laid-back vibe. If you're lucky enough to be in Cali during the Feria de Cali, get ready for the party of a lifetime. This week-long festival is a celebration of all things Cali, salsa, music, food, and pure, unadulterated joy. Imagine streets filled with dancers, music blasting from every corner, and a contagious energy that's impossible to resist. There are parades, concerts, parties, and enough salsa to make your head spin. But the best part of the feria is the sense of community. Everyone comes together, locals and tourists alike, to celebrate the spirit of Cali. It's a beautiful thing to witness, this shared love for music, dance, and life itself. If you want to experience the true heart and soul of Cali, the feria is the time to do it. Just be prepared to dance your heart out. Alright guys, let's talk about paradise. San Andres and Providencia. These islands are like something out of a dream. Think crystal clear turquoise waters, white sand beaches, and a laid-back vibe that will melt your stress away. Forget your worries, forget your deadlines. This is island time. Here, it's all about soaking up the sun, swimming in the warm Caribbean Sea, and sipping cocktails with your toes in the sand. We're talking about a place where the water is so clear, you can see your toes even when you're waist deep. And the colors, man, the colors. From the vibrant coral reefs to the lush green vegetation, it's a feast for the eyes. San Andres and Providencia are the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. So, grab your swimsuit, pack your sunscreen, and get ready to experience paradise. Now, if you're anything like me, you can't just sit on the beach all day. You need some action, some adventure, and luckily, San Andres and Providencia have got you covered. First up, diving. These islands are part of the world's third largest coral reef system, so you know the underwater world's going to be insane. We're talking about colorful coral gardens, schools of fish in every color of the rainbow, and maybe even a sea turtle or two if you're lucky. If diving's not your thing, no worries. The snorkeling here is just as incredible. Grab a mask and fins, and you can explore the reefs right from the shore. It's like swimming in a giant aquarium. And for those who prefer to stay above water, there's plenty to keep you busy too. Go kayaking, paddleboarding, or rent a boat and explore the hidden coves and secluded beaches. One of the things I love most about San Andres and Providencia is the unique culture. It's a blend of Colombian, Caribbean, and even some English influences, which you can see in the music, the food, and the language. Speaking of music, get ready for some serious reggae vibes. It's everywhere on the islands, from the beach bars to the local restaurants. So kick back, relax, and let the rhythm move you. And the food? Man, the food is amazing. Think fresh seafood, tropical fruits, and flavors that will make your taste buds sing. Don't leave without trying the rondon, a coconut milk-based seafood stew that's a local specialty. San Andres and Providencia are more than just beautiful islands. They're a cultural melting pot with a unique identity all their own. So come for the beaches, stay for the vibes, and experience the magic of these Caribbean gems. Alright guys, buckle up because we're about to dive into Tayrona National Park. This place is like stepping into a time machine. Imagine this dense, lush jungle that goes on forever. Seriously, it feels like you're walking onto the set of Jurassic Park, minus the dinosaurs, hopefully. Keep your eyes peeled for monkeys swinging through the trees and exotic birds you've only seen in National Geographic documentaries. This park is teeming with wildlife, and it's seriously like nowhere else on Earth. The vibe here is pure magic. You've got the Caribbean Sea crashing against pristine beaches on one side and the Sierra Nevada mountains towering over you on the other. It's the kind of place that makes you want to ditch your phone, forget about the world, and just soak in the raw, natural beauty. Trust me, you'll leave feeling like a new human. Now, Tayrona isn't just about chilling on picture-perfect beaches, although there's plenty of that too. It's also a hiker's paradise. We're talking well-marked trails winding through the jungle, leading you to hidden waterfalls and breathtaking viewpoints. You can choose your own adventure here, from short walks to multi-day treks. Just make sure you pack enough water and some snacks, because once you're out there, you're surrounded by pure wilderness. And speaking of wilderness, keep an eye out for the indigenous Kogi people who still live within the park. They've called this place home for centuries and have a deep spiritual connection to the land. If you're lucky enough to cross paths with them, be respectful, observe from a distance, and appreciate the opportunity to witness their unique way of life. Speaking of unique, let's talk about the Piblito Ruins, hidden deep within the park. Imagine this: you're trekking through the jungle, sunlight filtering through the canopy, and bam, you stumble upon the remnants of an ancient city. These ruins date back to the 11th century and belong to the Tayrona people, who were known for their advanced knowledge of astronomy and engineering. It's crazy to think that people were living here, thriving even, centuries ago. Walking through these ruins, you can almost hear the echoes of the past. It's a humbling experience that reminds you of the power and mystery of ancient civilizations. So if you're up for a challenge and a serious dose of history, add the Piblito Trek to your Tayrona itinerary. Alright, coffee addicts, this one's for you. We're heading to Salento, the heart and soul of Colombia's coffee triangle. Imagine this: rolling green hills as far as the eye can see, all blanketed in perfectly manicured coffee plants. It's like stepping into a coffee lover's dream. And the smell? Forget about it. The air is thick with the aroma of freshly roasted beans, and it's enough to make you want to ditch your regular cup of joe and move in. But Salento isn't just about the coffee, although it's a major perk. This charming town is full of life, with colorful buildings, friendly locals, and a laid-back vibe that'll make you want to stay forever. Spend your days strolling through the streets, checking out the local crafts, sipping on endless cups of the freshest coffee you'll ever taste, and just soaking in the good vibes. Now, while you're in Salento, you can't miss the Cocora Valley. This place is straight out of a fairy tale, and I'm not exaggerating. Imagine this: towering wax palms, some reaching over 200 feet tall, scattered across rolling green hills. These majestic giants are Colombia's national tree, and they're truly a sight to behold. You can hike through the valley, feel dwarfed by their grandeur, and snap some seriously epic photos. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not hop on horseback? It's the perfect way to explore the valley, feel the wind in your hair, and channel your inner cowboy. Just make sure you bring your camera, because the views from the valley are breathtaking. Seriously, you'll want to remember this place forever. Of course, no trip to the Coffee Triangle would be complete without a coffee tour. And trust me, these aren't your average Starbucks visits. We're talking about getting your hands dirty, learning the entire process from bean to cup. You'll get to meet the families who have been growing coffee for generations, hear their stories, and see the passion they pour into every single bean. And the best part? The tasting. You'll get to sample some of the freshest, most flavorful coffee you've ever had, all while learning about the different brewing methods and flavor profiles. It's an experience that will change the way you think about coffee forever. Alright guys, get ready to step back in time as we explore Popayan, a city steeped in history and radiating colonial charm. This place is known as the White City, and for good reason. Imagine this: cobblestone streets winding through a labyrinth of pristine white buildings, adorned with colorful doors and intricate balconies. It's like stepping into a time capsule, and you'll half expect to see horse-drawn carriages rolling down the streets. Popayan is a city where time seems to move a little slower, where the pace of life is dictated by tradition and the aroma of Colombian coffee fills the air. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle, get lost in the maze of colonial streets, and soak in the unique atmosphere of this historic gem. Now, Popayan isn't just about pretty buildings. It's a city with a story to tell. Founded in 1537, it played a pivotal role in Colombia's colonial past and is overflowing with historical significance. Churches, monasteries, and grand colonial houses line the streets, each whispering tales of a bygone era. You can practically feel the history seeping from the walls as you wander through the plazas and admire the architectural wonders. And don't even get me started on the museums. From religious art to archaeological treasures, Popayan's museums offer a fascinating glimpse into the city's rich and complex past. Spend an afternoon exploring these cultural gems, and you'll walk away with a newfound appreciation for the legacy of this captivating city. But Popayan isn't just about the past. It's a city where faith and tradition are still very much alive. Every year, during Sanana Santa, or Holy Week, the city comes alive with a series of processions that are nothing short of spectacular. Imagine this: thousands of people taking to the streets carrying life-size religious statues, adorned with flowers and candles, the air thick with incense and the sound of mournful chants. It's a powerful display of faith and devotion, a tradition that has been passed down through generations and continues to captivate locals and visitors alike. If you're lucky enough to be in Popayan during Semana Santa, make sure to witness this unforgettable cultural spectacle. It's an experience that will stay with you long after the last candle has flickered out. Alright guys, buckle up because we're about to hit you with a dose of pure Colombian charm. I'm talking cobblestone streets, red-tiled roofs, and a vibe that screams old-world elegance. This, my friends, is Villa de Leyva, a town seemingly frozen in time. Seriously, it's like stepping onto a movie set. You almost expect a horse-drawn carriage to clip-clop past any minute. And the main square? Don't even get me started. It's massive, like sprawling hugeness, guys. Perfect for soaking in the atmosphere, people watching, or just basking in the sun with a cup of Colombian coffee. Trust me, you'll want to savor every moment here. One of the things that really blew me away about Villa de Leyva is the architecture. It's like every building is trying to outdo the last one in terms of beauty and grandeur. We're talking intricate balconies, heavy wooden doors, and these gorgeous courtyards hidden behind them. And the best part? A lot of these buildings are hundreds of years old. Hundreds. It's amazing to think about the history these walls have seen, the stories they could tell. It's enough to make your head spin. This place is a photographer's dream. I'm talking endless Instagram opportunities, guys. Every corner you turn, there's another stunning shot just waiting to be captured. Just make sure your phone's charged. You'll thank me later. Now, if you can tear yourself away from the charm offensive that is Villa de Leyva's town center, there's even more to explore. Just a stone's throw away is Igu National Park, a nature lover's paradise. We're talking lush forests, sparkling waterfalls, and trails that wind their way through breathtaking scenery. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle, a chance to reconnect with nature and just breathe. And legend has it, this park is steeped in ancient mythology. They say it's the birthplace of humanity, according to the Muisca people. Who am I to argue with ancient legends? Whether you're a believer or not, there's no denying the magic of this place. Okay guys, imagine this. A town bursting with color, houses painted in every shade of the rainbow, and a giant rock looming in the background. No, you're not dreaming, this is Guatape, and it's about as surreal as it gets. Seriously, you walk down the street, and it's like a party for your eyes. Every house is a canvas, adorned with vibrant murals, intricate patterns, and enough color to make a box of crayons jealous. You can't help but smile when you're surrounded by so much vibrancy. Now, the only thing more breathtaking than Guatape from below is Guatape from above, and the only way to experience that is to conquer El Peñol. Be warned, this isn't for the faint of heart. We're talking over 700 steps, guys. It's a workout, but let me tell you, the view from the top, totally worth every bead of sweat. You get this panoramic vista of the surrounding countryside, a patchwork of green islands dotting a shimmering blue lake. It's enough to take your breath away. There's a reason they call this place the most colorful town in the world. From up here, you can see why. It's like a scene from a fairy tale, almost too perfect to be real. Now, if climbing mountains isn't your thing, don't worry, Guatape has something for everyone. Hop on a boat and explore the lake at your own pace. Trust me, it's the perfect way to unwind after that El Peñol climb. You can rent your own little boat or jump on a tour, whatever floats your boat. Literally. Cruise around the islands, soak up the sun, and maybe even take a dip in the water. And hey, if you're lucky, you might even spot some of the local wildlife. Keep an eye out for exotic birds, playful otters, and maybe even a caiman or two, from a safe distance, of course. So there you have it, guys, my top 10 offbeat places to visit in Colombia. From the colonial charm of Villa de Leyva to the vibrant energy of Guatape, this country has stolen a piece of my heart. But hey, this is just a taste, a glimpse into the magic that awaits you in Colombia. Now, it's your turn to grab your backpack, book that ticket, and discover the magic for yourselves. Trust me, you won't regret it. Until next time, keep exploring.